mostly saw the game and I watched on the bench, so they outplayed us, they outcoached us, they wanted more than us. They're much more hungry, they're stronger on the pucks. Right from the get-go, they just took it to us and we couldn't get going. Congratulations to Coach York and their team. They're a very good team to play the game fast. I think we just didn't play their tempo at all. Got off to a slow start. Thought when we made it 2-1, maybe we got some light, but then they just took it to us in the second period. We got schooled today, bad. They're a better team, and congratulations to them.
All right, questions from the field? Again, from the audience, just raise your hand. We'll bring a microphone to you, and then identify your name and affiliation.
Madigan from U.S. College Hockey Online. You had a lot of turnover problems there in the first 2 periods, but it wasn't just that they capitalized, it seemed, on every one of your turnovers.
Yeah, they did. They did on the on our power play. They just beat us to pucks. I mean, turnovers, absolutely, we turned it over. We were sloppy in our own zone. We're sloppy in front. We're sloppy in the power play. But they just wanted more. They beat us to pucks. When we were on pucks, they just lifted our sticks, and it was like boys against men tonight.
Nancy?
Nancy Marabee's Boston Globe. Jim, did you get any sense of, sometimes a coach can kind of read how his team's feeling before the game? What were your thoughts on how your team was before?
Yeah, Nancy, we played Friday against UMass, which was a big win for us in overtime, and 2 good practices Saturday and Sunday, and so it came in, and everyone was ready. There was a little bit of, hunger in the guys just because of the returning players because of what happened last year. So they were ready to go, from the goal right out, and we just, we laid an egg.
Andy, right now.
Andy Merritt from the New England Hockey Journal. You mentioned the slow start. Is it even harder to come back from a slow start in this tournament versus just, a regular season game?
It's hard to come back after a slow start, not so much in the tournament, but against this team. They're a very good team. And as I said earlier, they put a lot of pressure on you, so they're coming all the time, regardless of the power play or the man down, 5-on-5, defensive neutral zones, offensive zones. They're just coming, and they've got a high skill level and a lot of confidence in their players. So it's hard to come back and say, when it went 2-1, I thought if we could obviously get the second goal, then we'd settle things down. Coming out after not playing well in the first period, 2-1, kind of gave us a break. We got a 5-on-3, which we moved the puck well and scored. So I thought that gave us a life when we went down our goal, having not played well, but they took it to us in the second period, and then we continued.
Just back there.
Ben Warner, WRBD. Coach, can you just talk a little bit about the decision to start Witt in the third period in place of Rawlings?
Yeah, I thought at that point, Chris has been, a rock for us all season long, and not playing well in front of him, and down at that point, I think it was 5-1. There's no need for him to continue to stay in there. Clay Witt worked hard in practice, give him an opportunity to get some time and some minutes, and then save, Chris, of course, for this Friday. Now that we're in the Beanpot Consolation Final, the focus now continues to be Hockey East and playoff spot. So we have a big game against UNH. We're down a point in the standings to them, so it just gives Chris a little bit of rest for Friday.
Any final questions for Coach Madigan, please?